Have you ever thought about taking a vacation to Europe in December? I did, and you might wonder why. The days were short and the weather was cold and foggy. But millions of people like me do visit Europe at this time, and there's a great reason. It's the most wonderful time of the year, of course.
Today, Christmas lovers take land trips and river cruises all over European rivers to take in the Christmas markets and to enjoy the holidays.
Our trip started in Vienna, Austria, where we began to learn more about this tradition. But before we get into the details,
I love all things Christmas, so I was so excited to go on this river cruise. But if you've ever considered yourself a Grinch or a Scrooge, or you've used the words bah humbug, oh my goodness, you better turn off this video now.
okay, now that that's taken care of, let's go back to the fun. Before leaving port, we got our first taste of Christmas markets, visited its famous cathedral, and saw some well-known palaces in the city of music. After setting sail on the Danube with 160 passengers, we marveled at the views of the Wachau Valley, with fog mysteriously hiding castles and villages along the way. We were about to experience a long-living tradition.
Christmas markets in Austria and Germany, and most of Europe, date back to the Middle Ages. Back then they were a little more practical. They were for reasons like getting food and candles and other things they were going to need for the cold winter months.
By the 14th and 15th centuries, places like Vienna, Nuremberg, and Munich held regular December markets, which gradually took on a festive character with seasonal treats, crafts, and religious symbolism tied to Christmas. Over time, these markets became social gathering places, filled with lights, music, and warm drinks. Their charm spread across Europe and eventually worldwide, turning a practical winter tradition into the beloved holiday experience we recognize today. Good? Our first stop was Melk, where we toured its impressive abbey. Some of the hallways alone are 3 football fields long. In Salzburg, we saw the fog lift over its landscape and its Christmas markets. Here, the hills are still alive with the sound of music, and a fortress overlooking Salzburg with amazing views. Later on board, we had a chance to learn about a scary side of Christmas in Europe. Father Time made an appearance, but all eyes were on the Krampus. It's a local tale you can learn here, but if you share it at home, some children or grandchildren may not like what they hear in the story. Crossing into Germany, we strolled through Passau. We did some shopping and ate some specialties in the local square. They were fantastic. Next, we arrived in Regensburg, Germany's oldest medieval city. We were fortunate that night to hear the beauty of one of the world's oldest boys' choir. Turning the page, we next arrived in a city that has a beautiful Christmas setting, but also a dark history. We stopped at the field where Adolf Hitler held his rallies in the 1930s and 40s. And we were able to visit the courtroom where the Nuremberg trials took place. Disembarking from the ship, we headed south, stopping in a lovely small medieval trading town called Rothenburg. During the 30 Years' War, the town declined, and time stood still, leaving the place pretty much the way it was through history. In the 1800s, travelers fell in love with its fairy tale look. Today, it's also famous for Christmas, thanks to the holiday markets and year-round Christmas shops. For the last few days of our trip, we were in Munich, a Bavarian city where there's a lot of history and village-like charm. And of course, we can't forget the beer halls. Munich's main Christmas market is centered around the city square. Wooden stalls sell mulled wine, roasted chestnuts, gingerbread, and of course Bavarian crafts, creating a nice contrast to the grand architecture of the city. Above it all is a famous glockenspiel which comes to life daily with life-size figures reenacting scenes from Munich's past, including a 16th century wedding and the barrel maker's dance, said to have lifted spirits after the plague. All fairy tale-like trips must come to an end, and ours ended with a tour of a princess-like castle. Neuschwanstein Castle is just outside of Munich in the Alps. It was a perfect place to end a happily ever after voyage.
One of the cool things about going on a Christmas cruise is you get to celebrate Christmas before Christmas, then you come home, and then you celebrate more Christmas. And then maybe I could figure out if there's something under this tree for me.